So, almost ready to get underway. And today on the hill, Carlos Rodon.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
McNeil stands in.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
First pitch misses.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
1 out, bases empty. Rodon, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. Gone. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Juan Soto. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the 2nd game of the series. Foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. His 11th of the year. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Francisco Lindor now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Still only one out here in the inning. The shortstop takes the ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Swings through that one for strike one. Rodon ready. Here comes. Ground ball, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 3, and the Yankees coming to bat. Breaking down the young and what I owed him. Trying to fit into an aura that I'm molding. Off the mold, break the cycle of who likes you and what you might do if you tried to. They call me Kanye Psycho. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Kodai Senga. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. And that's outside.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ball 2.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Soto moving back for it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting second.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Anthony Volpe.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Swing and a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Siri makes the catch, and that ends the inning.
It's just what I feel like. You see, it's something in my soul just don't feel right. I try to open up, but then I close tight. Cause who could understand what I feel like? Is what I feel like.
Back in New York,
Leading
here's
off for the
Brandon
Mets,
Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Popped up. Volpe on the move. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8th, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said. But from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone. And essentially, they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground to Jazz. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 9th, the center fielder, Jose.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. That's in for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And that one way outside. Going to count 1 and 2. And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short. Zips it across. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, but they lead it 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Ball 1 low.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And there's a strike. And here it comes. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Good job to fight that one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away. Robert to right field, way back, gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. In a 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. You've got to be ready to pull the trigger. He had a great swing on that. He got rewarded for it.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now the count is even. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got it. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
One down, base is empty. Grounds one to short. Fires across the diamond. Got him.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one missing inside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And a good eye there.
2-2 to count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here's Starling Marte. Marte, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Slice down the right side. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Just misses with that one. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that drops in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. He gets there with the slide. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Spits the plate. That's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wells down to first with it. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees 1. Back here in New York, bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Senga back to work. That's in there. And that's strike 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Soto makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Trent.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Flying to right his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor. That ends the frame. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Yankees 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Mark Vientos. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. This one smoked out to left. Dominguez racing over to make the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. And first offering is fouled off. Pulls that one foul. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Alonso batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And that is in for a strike. 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Anthony Volpe.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Aaron Judge. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And that one is inside.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And a swing and a miss there.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And it remains 2-2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Volpe scores. And it's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
First and second, no outs. Austin Wells now at the plate. That misses. 1-0. No outs, runners at first and second. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time up.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, save! He's into third of the wild pitch.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Ball to strike. Outside with a breaking ball.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Judge at third. Chisholm over at second with one down. Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 1 out. Out towards left center. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen. David Peterson, the left-hander, up and throwing. Buto also throwing. Pitch misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. They get 2 and draw even again. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied up at 3 apiece. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And here is Francisco Alvarez. Fastball is outside. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
1 out, runner at second. Siri will hit next. Grounded out his first time. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
1 out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. That clips a corner. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Luke Weaver getting loose out there. Efros getting cranked up as well. Man at second. And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Right side, Chisholm. In plenty of time to first, and now 2 gone.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Starling Marte, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Rodon fires. There's the strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That one the other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Mets leave 1, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
The left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Ripped on a line to center. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Trent Grisham.
And now Trent Grisham.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. And a breaking ball misses outside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Throws to second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Bellinger on at second with 2 down. And now it's even up. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now with the Subway Series.
The second baseman.
Now, Jeff McNeil.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the 1st, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Fought off foul. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's off the mark, and the count is even 2-2. Line drive. Judge makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan.
So up next, Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now 1-2. Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and that gives him a lead. It's 4-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Luke Weaver.
30.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And that's outside. One down, base is empty. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In the air to left, down the line. Dominguez sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.